will find you a writer. It's easy to fall cause you got a purpose. It's better to kill off Delilah. The world is falling down to the pit. I cannot lose, I am a fighter.
Hello guys, good night. Welcome. We're not gonna have too much content tonight. Quick, short view, a message from God to stop calling the names of these gods. He says, stop calling the names of these gods. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. So we have a tendency where we will make reference to these three names and we use them according to the way that in the time of King Nebuchadnezzar and Daniel and his three companions, we use them according to those names that were given to them. Those were not the guys' real names. Those were the Babylonian names given to them relating to Babylonian gods or idols, right? Given to them by King Nebuchadnezzar, right? And let me read this from Daniel 1 and verse 5 to 7. And so we know the king went to get the young men from the tribe of Judah to come into his kingdom to work as royal steeds, I guess. And so verse 5 said, the king assigned them a daily ration of food and wine from his own kitchens. They were to be trained for 3 years, and then they would enter the royal service. Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were four of the young men chosen, all from the tribe of Judah. The chief of staff renamed them with these Babylonian names, all right? Daniel was called Belshazzar. Hananiah was called Shadrach. Mishael was called Meshach. And Azariah was called Abednego. These three names are names of Babylonian gods. And Hananiah, his Hebrew name meant Yahweh is gracious or God's favored. Shadrach, which is the Babylonian name given to him, meant command of Aku, which is the moon god, or under the command of Aku. So the Babylonians, Nebuchadnezzar has reassigned Hananiah's name to Shadrach, meaning he's coming under their moon god by the name of Aku. Mishael, who is his Hebrew name would have been who is like God, was renamed Meshach. And the Babylonian meaning for this name is who is like Aku. And who is like Aku, falling under the command of the moon god. So yes, yet again, this Meshach Babylonian name is referring to their moon god. Okay, and then we have Azariah, who his Hebrew name was Yahweh has helped or helped by God, and he was renamed Abednego, and his name was derived from their god Nabu, and it says the meaning of this name is servant of Nabu, or the servant of the shining one. And Nabu is associated with they say that he is the god of wisdom, their god of wisdom and writing, and has to do with the planet Mercury and stuff like that, right? So we see here that we are here traditionally have been trained to call upon God, asking him to help us the same way that he helped these three men that were in the fire. And we tend to call their names. I know it from my culture, where we tend to call it, God, please help me out of this fire, this tribulation, like you did with Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. God did not save those gods from anything. So when you're telling God to do those things and you have not seen any results, you have not seen any difference in your life or the situation, is because God is not answering to those things that you are asking for pertaining to those gods. Call the guys by their name. Daniel, I don't know how come what's his name, Belshazzar never stuck with him, but Daniel was never, that Babylonian name did not stick with him. But Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, those are not their names. Their real names are Mishael, Hananiah, and Azariah. All right? And Azariah is the one that they refer to as Abednego. Meshach is the one, is Mishael, and Hananiah is Shadrach. Please, their names are Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego is not their godly names. Their godly names given to them at birth has godly meanings. Hananiah is Yahweh is gracious, or God has favored him. Mishael is who is like God. Azariah is Yahweh has helped, or helped by God. These reassigned names has to do with the Babylonian gods, and because they were coming under Nebuchadnezzar's leadership, they reassigned them to these names to represent that whatever they're doing falls under their God's doing, which is not right. They were doing what they were doing under God's spirit, under God's control, the Lord God Almighty, not their Babylonian gods. So please, the Lord is begging you to stop asking him to help you like he helped those gods, because he did not help the gods. He did not help Meshach. He did not help Shadrach. He did not help Abednego. He helped Mishael, he helped Hananiah, and he helped Azariah. Okay? So that's what God wanted me to bring to you guys tonight. I pray that you will redirect your prayer concerning help in situations of need, like that would reflect something like their situation, where you feel like you're in the fire, you're in the heat, you're in the kettle, and you need to get out. Call upon the God of Daniel, call upon the God of Hananiah, call upon the God of Azariah, call upon the God of Mishael. There is no Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in God's book. They are not attached to godly things. They are ungodly gods. They are the Babylonian gods. These are things that they worship, idols. Okay? So go back to your prayer closet and ask God correctly for the help that you need by the names that he can help you by, not by those gods that you've been calling. Thank you for tonight. Thank you for your time. Thank you for visiting my platform once again. Like, share, subscribe, and remember to hit the notification bell so that you can receive all the new updates, all the new video content that is released. All right, God bless you. Have a great evening, and I pray that you'll go out and bless someone else. Have a good night. Bye.